And that is how YouTube has changed my life. Just under 500 subscribers. I have made so much progress on YouTube and outside of YouTube because of doing YouTube, because of I practically grew up on YouTube. Whenever I moved in with my family, I was on YouTube. Because I have 3 older brothers that, mind you, are either anywhere between 12 to 18 years older than me. So they were either in their 20s or about to be 20. So they were on YouTube. So I was introduced to YouTube as early as 5 years old. And I was a dancer. I loved pretending. I loved pretending like I was famous. At that age, Hannah Montana was the bigger age. I would dance around with a little mic. I still do that to this day, by the way. My brothers would play music. I would learn all the line dances. I learned Soulja Boy, I learned Cupid Shuffle, Electric Slide. Then whenever we went on vacation, I would dance around on like how they did line dances around the pool when there was a DJ. I would do that. No, that's crazy. I'm like the original iPad kid. And as I was growing up, when I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, YouTube became my source of entertainment. I grew up on iCarly, Victoria's, Big Time Rush, all that stuff. I watched those TV shows. But I was a YouTube girly. I vividly remember in 4th grade talking to my friend about Niga Higa and his videos, Gen X Pen, Jenna Marbles, Jane Dawson, like all the OG YouTubers. I was watching. I wasn't thinking like, oh, that's their job. It's something that I want to do on my own. But at the time, I'm obsessed with LPS too. I am watching all the drama videos. I'm watching Sophie GTV, Liza LPS, I think it is, like the superhero series. But if you're on LPS tube, we all know Sophie GTV, LPS popular series. If you're not on it, I'm sorry. I know it's something that's like may seem childish, but you need to go back and experience that. I wish I could experience that for the first time again. I'm scared to rewatch those. Maybe I need to do a series of rewatching them. But I found inspiration in the LPS videos because you can make shows, you can make movies, you can do everything on LPS thing. I'm making scripts, I'm making props. Me and my mom saved up toilet paper rolls and made them lockers. I had a sign on my door that said filming so people would know when to not come in. I had like this little corner desk in my room, that's where I filmed. I had like little whiteboards on the side so you couldn't see the rest of my room. I was going all into this, and I remember I started out a fan base. I made my whole channel layout, I made everything match. It was just everything. R.I.P. Cat 12 Kiki, and I would love to react to those videos because I have some, but I deleted some. And I would make music videos, but I didn't understand the concept of overlapping music, so I would play the song, stop it exactly whenever I stopped filming, keep playing it, whatever, and I knew it sounded crappy, and I was so distraught. I vividly remember downloading Sony Vegas Pro and figuring out how to overlap music video and make a real music video. I was so gagged, and I was just so excited. I had so much fun. Like, all my friends enjoyed it. Like, people would come over to my house and be like, let's film some LPS stuff, and like, I would bring LPS into school. Once my brothers caught wind of it, they would not let me live it down. They would make fun of me so much. Yeah, because it is a silly thing for me to be doing. I hate to say it, my older brothers, I was really looking up to them because they sort of were distant from me, so anytime they did interact, I was like, okay, I need to listen to what they say. So I became really insecure with uploading. I enjoyed it. I made friends online. I would trade with people online. I may have gone scammed, and my brothers did not let me live that down. But once I started to make fun of me, I became really insecure in what I uploaded. So everything I uploaded had to be absolutely perfect. It had to be the best thing I've ever filmed. I had to know I was going to progress with it. Like, I would film like episode 1, upload it, and be like, I don't know. I was scared to committing to a series. I just then started to have this perfectionist mentality where I was like, oh my gosh, nothing I do is going to be good. I was having to get over that jump of your first video is not going to be your best, or, you know, you have to upload however many. But I did not discover that yet. I don't even remember looking at analytics or feeling any sort of way about views, subscribers, anything like that. I was getting into junior high school, so I was sort of, okay, is that a little weird to be doing? Maybe it is, so maybe I should stop. And unfortunately, I ended up stopping my LPS YouTube channel, wiping it completely for how much my brothers made fun of me. And that's why I can't find some of the videos now, which I'm so upset about. I know I have some stuff left over, so if you guys are interested in me reacting to that, let me know because I would love to. One era that we as a society don't talk about enough is the video star era. Same thing as my YouTube videos where I would make them on my own and show them to my friends, and they'd be like, that is so cool, let's make one. So we made some, and it became a thing where it was like, come over before the football game and let's make a video star video. And in 8th grade, I'm still watching YouTube still. I'm watching Tana Mojo, Shane Dawson still, Gen X Pen still, Tina JC, Andrea Russett, the Dolan twins, Trisha Paytas, Dan and Phil. I'm watching this range variety of YouTubers that I am like, I want to be all of these people. I just need to be in this realm. This is something that I need to be doing. But I was too afraid to make anything at the time, so I never did. The school embarrassment that you're nervous about. I just never wanted to deal with that, so I never did it. But everyone around me is consuming YouTube. You know, we're all talking about this drama that's happening online and all this stuff. Everyone's eating it up, but dare you try and become a part of that realm. You're a loser. You're getting made fun of. You're a weirdo. You're a freak. Even in high school, it's just growing bigger. I'm the graduating class of 2020, so if you're like in that range, you know how rapidly YouTube's growing. There's so many more people popping up. I made mini vlogs of me going traveling with friends. I would make vlogs of us going to concerts. I only felt like it was justified to make a vlog if I was doing this big thing, you know what I mean? So that's when I only filmed them. That same fear that I had growing up was starting to creep back, that my first video has to be perfect. So I never uploaded. I never did any of that. I was so scared. When I uploaded the video, I was like, okay. Like, I think I posted on my Finsta. I was like, guys, I uploaded a video if you want to go watch. And then my senior year of high school, I was in what's called leadership seminar, which is like a group of seniors that basically did a lot of stuff. A lot of organization for the events. And then one day my advisor came to me and was like, Taylor, you said to me before you wanted to do a lip dub, which is like a big thing that the school did once. It's basically like the whole school comes together, all the organizations, and they lip sync to one song, and it's like a very school spirit thing. I had never approached her about that, and I was like, no, that was not me. And she's like, well, do you want to do it? And I was like, oh my gosh. So I basically had all this responsibility on my plate, basically organizing all the school, make this all run smoothly in my own timeline. This was like the first thing I was getting that was mine. Looking back, I loved it, and it changed my life, honestly, because I did so much. I had to place each person in their own spots and like tell them where they're going. I had to pick representatives of each group and saying, okay, this is where you're going, this is what you're doing. I went over the intercom the day of and was like talking to everyone through the intercom the entire school. It was so crazy. It felt like so weird being in that much control. I did it 3 times within 40 minutes. We ran it all. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. It's done. And then whenever they posted it, my brother Sean saw it because I sent it to my family. I'm so proud of it. Guys, look at this. And Sean messaged me privately and he was like, you're into that type of digital media production, all that kind of stuff. Like, you've always been enjoying it. We know that. We saw you with your LPS. Why don't you do it? And he was telling me, post on YouTube. So whenever him and I started becoming closer, he was nagging me in the best way possible. Like, looking back, anytime he bullies me nowadays, I know he's right, I fear. And so I started helping run my family's restaurant social media. I had this whole plan. I'm not gonna go to college. I'm gonna help run the business, but I'm gonna be more on the marketing side of it, the social media, making it all fun. Grabbing it like this and then spinning it and then going like that. And then the pandemic happened. In 2020, the year I graduated. The restaurant was not opening back up because of how many restrictions there were. I was then being bullied by Sean again in the best way possible. Okay, girl, you need to upload. This is the time. You have all the downtime. You have all, like, I have my brother Sean here off camera. Everything is on fire. Taylor, go, 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 go. But that fear of my first video not being the best was still haunting me. I knew what I wanted to do, but it felt like it wasn't good enough. And what I wanted to do was just be me, do me on the internet. That's exactly what I started doing. I started telling myself, you have to post 3 times a day, girl. So I started that, and that was sort of rocky on and off. You know, I would get my few hits, my few flops, whatever. But I was getting comfortable. That was the thing. There's stuff that I'm like, I want to include this, or I want to post this on my story. I want to post this on my Instagram. I'm too scared. Scared of what? Scared of literally what? The fear is of judgment, and we need to stop. We need to break that. And then in late 2020, Sean moved to Florida, which ended up putting a big rut in everything I wanted to do because I felt less inspired because he wasn't around me as much. In October to about January, I was in a really bad depression. But then he invited me down to Florida once he finally got settled in, and I was starting to feel a little bit inspired. I was like, wait, this is kind of fun. This is kind of slay. I kind of like this. I think I'm going to be visiting a lot more. Maybe I'll eventually move. I was not thinking within any time soon because I just moved about an hour away from my hometown, and I was thinking, all right, this is going to give me what I need. This is going to give me the space that I need. I was posting a lot more on TikTok, going live on TikTok, but it just wasn't exactly still what I needed to break that seal. I visited them, I think 3 times, and then randomly in July, my parents were like, we're moving to Florida, your dad got a job opportunity for pickleball. This silly little game brought me down here because I didn't really want to move without my parents. I hate to say it, I'm really attached to my mom at the hip, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity because I think that it'll be an awesome thing for me. But it wasn't right off the get-go. I was super nervous and actually super angry sort of about moving because I felt super lonely. I resorted a lot in going live in social media, so I started becoming a little bit more comfortable because I was like, all right, I now live 14 hours away from anyone who would care about what I'm posting. I don't care about what they think. I don't care. And it was super fun. I started building a community and I was comfortable and started becoming super consistent with it. And I was like, you know what? I think this is the time to start vlogging. This is it. Mind you, I moved down in October of 2021. I did not post my first vlog until March of 2022. It took me that long still in Florida to get comfortable. And I still had like a few vlogs piled up so I wouldn't get behind. I am now behind as far as vlogs go, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get over that at some point. I started resorting to my vlogs as the friend that I felt like I needed. I'm a talker. I love talking. So I was like, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to take advantage of. Whenever I lived in Pennsylvania, you would catch me crying if I had to film like this in public or anything that I do. Now, obviously, I still have my little bits of fears, but whenever I'm back home now, I'm like, no, this is what I am. This is what I do. It took me a lot of steps to get there. It took me from 2021 to 2022 to slowly build up the courage to post my first vlog. And looking back, I wish I would have posted my first vlog immediately because my first vlog in 2022 is definitely not my best vlog. Always gonna grow. You have to accept that you always have to give yourself room to grow. You should post your first vlog being as crappy as it is because then you have how much more room to grow. You know what I mean? You have all the room to make progress and be gentle on yourself. But my first few months of editing even, I hated listening to my voice. I hated any angle of myself. I had to be sitting like for me to like it. I had to sound a certain way for me to like it. I was my #1 fan and my #1 critique at the same time because I would watch back my vlog and be like, that's so funny, but I look so bad, or I look so good, but what the hell am I saying? About 2 years later, I don't even think twice whenever I'm editing my vlogs as far as how I look or how I sound. If anyone played a video of me, I'd be like, stop, 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 stop. Now I can. Look at all that progress, because I remember even all throughout high school, I would hate it. So I gained a lot of self-love. I really love myself now. Not like really love myself, but like I have a lot more self-confidence than I did whenever I first moved down here. For sure. I'm just a lot more comfortable in my own body and my own skin and in myself. And that's all thanks to vlogging, to YouTube. And I have not made a single penny off YouTube. I've done really well. Thinking about it, holy crap, that many people have seen my videos is insane. And it's still just so crazy that I've had this much personal growth just from doing this silly little vlogging thing. And I love it so much. I love sitting here and talking, and I'm not even embarrassed. Sometimes I still am. Like, I feel weird wearing my mic in public or taking my gimbal out, but we'll get there. We'll be back here in another year and we'll see where I am. And even whenever I first started vlogging, I would film no shots like this. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Go watch my old vlogs. And even now, sometimes I still do it. I'm a little embarrassed. And now, I'd be hitting that 0.5 angle. Oh my gosh. And Sean would yell at me all the time. He's like, stop filming your nose. And you know what? I'm done. You see this, Sean? I have a perfect angle and my mic, even though the sun is in my eye. Let's go back inside. I'm too hot out here. And the thing is I'm not going to school or was not going to school for any of this. So everything I was learning was through YouTube, Skillshare, learning programs, like anything like that. I'm sorry, a bunch of people are paying a crap ton of money to do the same thing that I'm doing and know the same amount of stuff as me. But the thing is I have to learn through small mistakes that will make me spiral and lose my mind. Trust me, it has happened. Sean has corrected me on stuff where I've found out corrections and lost my mind and felt like the world was over. Guess what? The world was not over, and we're still here. The vlogs were fine, everything was fine, and I've done nothing but grow from it. But I will say the #1 thing I've learned, and everyone has told me this, is consistency. I've missed maybe 3 vlogs since I've started uploading. One of them being from whenever I got in the car accident, so I needed to take a few days off and bed rot and not even look at anything, just sleep. I've done nothing but be consistent for 2 years and counting. I'm still going, baby. And that's, I think, the hardest thing to learn, for sure. I can learn so much about Final Cut Pro. I can learn so much about YouTube. I can learn so much about video setup and everything, the tech of it all. But getting the consistency down is the hardest part. Trust me. I've spent nights staying up till 2 a.m. because, trust me, I'll get my sleep in. I'm making sure I'm getting it in, so maybe latest 2 a.m. I'll wake up super early, or I'll do stuff in the car. Like, I will get it done and uploaded in time, no matter what, unless I get in a car accident. That's a different story, okay, guys? Forgive me for that one. And when I show people my videos, whether it's my family, friends, they're always like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, they love it, they eat it up. And sometimes I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is my worst video ever. Or, oh my gosh, this isn't the best thing I've done. Or maybe I am, like, super hyped about it, but other people hype it up so much. None don't realize this is stuff people study for. This is stuff that helps people get jobs. I am basically doing my own form of schooling. And if I want to go out and get a job in this type of field, I could. I do have a job in this type of field because of the experience I've had and built my own personal brand, proven that I'm learning, that I'm growing. It's just so much benefit to just starting and getting over that fear that I let consume me for quite literally all my life. It just came in waves of getting different and different and different and different as the years went on and the times changed. My current statistics on YouTube, let's see what they are. Drum roll, please. I have 2,681 subscribers as we're speaking right now. I have 128.2 thousand views within the last 28 days, 411.1 watch time hours, and I've gained 211 subscribers within the past 28 days. In the green right now. I don't try to look at the analytics too much because then it is like, okay, I have made so much progress on YouTube and outside of YouTube because of doing YouTube, because of vlogging, because of doing all of this. It has changed my life so much, and it has become my life in the best way possible because I love it so much. I consider myself an introverted extrovert. I love going out, I love being with people, but at the end of the day, sometimes I like being by myself. But this has changed me so much for the better to make me feel like myself and be more comfortable and authentic around people, because I feel like this is me. I don't care. Mostly moving to Florida has helped because all these new people are new perceptions of me. And same thing on the internet. Up until 8th grade, I had 3,000 photos on Instagram, and then I deleted them all. This was before archive was a thing. To 18. Bring back the old Taylor. The old Taylor is coming back to the phone right now, and she is about to post 3,000 photos on Instagram. So watch out, because social media, YouTube, vlogging, all of it is so much fun. And that is how YouTube has changed my life. Just under 500 subscribers in 2 years. It is insane. So I want you to make this same video in a year once you have taken on, whether it's vlogging, YouTube, anything that you so much want to do, that you know you love it so much, but you're too scared, you're a little bit too embarrassed. Don't be. Make this video in a year and reflect on how much it has changed your life, because it has changed mine so much. All those numbers aside. Those numbers are fun, but it's all within. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Let me know if you want to see anything else that is sort of like this style content. And I'll see you guys next week. As always, stay happy, stay hydrated, peace out. I love you guys. Bye!